I'm lucky to have all of you guys in my life, and this is, as my letter said to you that you have at your plate, you all come from different backgrounds of my life, whether it's hometown friends, whether it's theater friends, Rutgers University women's basketball friends, people that I've met on the political circuit here in the county, and I'll do a few plugs. My good friend Jim Bentantonio, if anybody anybody in Bridgewater, Jim's a former judge there and running for mayor there this year. John Rooney, who's outside, his running mate, he's being videotaped for television out there. So again, these are two people that, again, are part of the team. Karen Carroll, who's my running mate, she'll be back. She had to take care of a human service project she was working on. I want to thank my family, my twin brother Robert and my sister Joanne, who are here. Don't believe anything that they tell you. Of course, Robert came in, and of course he's walking in, and as it happens to him, it happens to me. Someone's honking the horn and waving to him, and he just waves. It's easier that way. I want to thank Rick St. Pierre, one of my closest friends, Rick, who gives back to the community tenfold, whether it's the Women's Resource Center, whether all of his charities. Each month we do a jazz brunch each Sunday, one Sunday a month. We've done for the Women's Health and Counseling, we've done for the Women's Resource Center and the Battered Women's Shelter. This month is for Garden State Equality, and that's the kickoff tonight. One of my campaigns that I'm on is for the law that we just got passed in New Jersey, and it was a bipartisan law. Unfortunately, the man that I am running against, Michael Doherty, voted no on it. And when he was asked why he wouldn't vote for the bully law, he said because it was geared towards homosexuals. So that just goes to tell you a little bit about his mentality, about where he stands. He won't vote for women's funding, as you see the piece that the Star Ledger wrote. I didn't write it. It's right there, the Star Ledger editorial and the Courier editorial that came out. When he calls Planned Parenthood Nazism, it sort of gives you a little bit about the character that he is. Take away the party, folks. It's not about Republican, Democrat. It's about a mindset. I'm running as a Democrat because I believe in what's going on right now in my county and what this Democratic Party is doing. But when I tell people where I belong, I'm a humanitarian first. And as my campaign says, people before politics. I will always know, and you guys know firsthand, I will always put people before politics. So again, please talk to your friends. It's about Twittering and emailing and Facebooking, and that's how we're going to get the vote out and the message across. So you'll be hearing more about me. I didn't want to give you every position of where I stand on every issue in the state. Chris Christie, I'll end though with Chris Christie does have some reforms that truly need to be looked at. We have a Republican governor and a Democratic legislature, and all they're doing is fighting. We have a Democratic president and we have a Republican Congress, and all they're doing is fighting. I want to go down to Trenton to say enough's enough. Stop fighting and start putting people first. Your constituents are you listening to your constituents? And that's what I'm going to do if I'm elected. I'm going to listen to the people. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your lunch. And we'll see you in November at the victory party. Oh, and I will end on one note. Michael Doherty and I had, right down in this room a couple months ago, the first time, the Republicans in the county, and Jim Bentantonio was there. And no Republicans showed up. It was all Democrats, and he complained to the county Republican chairman that the room wasn't, filled with his people to support him. As he was leaving, he said to me, "So what do I call you?" And I said, well, what do you mean? And he says, well, Reverend John Graf. Do I call you Reverend? I said, Senator, let me tell you one thing. Unless I'm marrying you, baptizing you, or burying you, which I'll do to you in November, you can call me John. You don't need to call me Reverend. So that's where I stand with Michael Garland. Thank you again.
Hello, my name is Tracy Bowman. I'm here today at Verve on a beautiful morning in June. I am here supporting Mr. John Graf, Reverend John Graf. Hello, my name is Tracy Fama. I am here today at Verve on a beautiful morning in June. I am here supporting Mr. John Graf, Reverend John Graf, our candidate for State Senate, and this is Mr. Graf. I'd love to let him say a few words. John Graf, if you would.
Hi, Tracy. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thanks for coming out and helping us support this campaign kickoff.
Anytime. I would support Reverend Graf in anything that he does.
Well, again, I have my family members here with me, my twin brother Robert and my sister Joanne. They're out here supporting me, kicking off. We've got hometown friends here. We've got theater. We've got sporting friends. Again, it's just a kickoff of people that care about the community.
Sounds terrific, and I'm going to first start with John's brother. So tell me why we should support him. I understand he's your brother and you love him, you support him, but tell me why I should support him.
Well, my brother cares about the people. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, he cares how you feel. And that's why you should vote for him.
Sounds terrific. And to John's sister, same thing. So John's sister loves and supports John, but why should I support him?
He's dedicated to whatever he undertakes. If he's got a cause, then he brings everyone into the situation, and he's enthusiastic with everything he touches. So I think it's time we need people in Trenton who talk a good game but care, and there's meaning behind those words.
That's a great sentiment, and I will also say that I have known John for many, many years, and I completely agree. John is a wonderful individual, someone who will really speak for every issue that's out there. John is passionate and committed. There's no one I would rather support. John, anything else you would like to add this afternoon?
Well, I'll just remind everybody that if you don't vote, you know, the issues that come up that affect you, so it's important that you get out to vote because every vote is going to count in November.
Terrific. Get out there and vote. It's the one thing that you have the power to change. Don't make your voice, just sit there, make your voice be heard. Thank you very much. Have a great afternoon.
And the watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. And the dreams that you dare to, why